Human security is an important subject in the APEC activity. I am greatly honored that we hold the first APEC Ministerial meeting on food security in Niigata, Japan, since food security is being considered as an essential activity for this theme. In addition, I found it opportune to organize this meeting on the same day where the United Nations set today as the World Food Day. Food is vital for daily life, and all human beings share this essential need to support life. Unlike other industries, the agriculture, forestry, and fishery industry requires natural resources such as vast areas of land and water for operation. At the same time, the industry is capable of improving greatly the quality of people's lives by bringing tremendous benefits such as land conservation, watershed protection, and conservation of biodiversity. Therefore, food and agriculture issues are an important agenda from a human security perspective. When we look at the present condition for the world, however, in developing economies and regions, a quarter of children under the age of 5 chronically suffer from undernutrition, which leads to the cause of a death of a child every 6 seconds. Malnutrition does not only have an adverse effect in children's growth and health, but it also deprives children of access to education. Additionally, an unstable social environment such as deteriorating security and hindrance to economic development can be seen. Eradicating hunger and malnutrition is a key and prime issue for human beings to address, and we must work together to tackle the problems. The world population is expected to reach 9.1 billion by 2050. When our children or the following next generation become bearers of the society, in addition, the world's food demand could increase more along with economic development. In order to feed all people in the world, it is estimated that global food production needs to be increased by 70%. We, however, face serious problems jeopardizing agricultural production, and typical of these are climate change, water shortage, soil deterioration, and other natural disasters. Recently, consequences of disasters or impacts on agricultural production by an abnormal climate have begun to affect people's lives in the APEC region. It is still fresh in our memory that the food price rose sharply in recent years, affecting food security around the world. Under these circumstances, the government of Japan thinks that discussions among the ministers who represent the APEC economies must be held urgently. And in this context, we decided to take the initiative in organizing the Ministerial meeting of food security for the first time in APEC. The aim of this meeting is to address food security issues which relate to human lives and existence, including how could we produce sufficient food and deliver them to all people. We should take into consideration the following characteristics. 21 APEC economies and regions surrounding the Pacific Ocean are the center of the world economic growth, sitting in the circle of prosperity that account for 40% of the world population and half of the world GDP. However, about 1/4 of the world's undernourished people still remains in this region. Half of the world's grain production comes from the APEC region. APEC members include major importers and exporters of agricultural products, and the export value of grain in the region accounts for more than half of the amount of words. A number of protests and riots were seen during the recent food price spikes, and the region is vulnerable to natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and droughts and floods. Recognizing this, I am convinced that addressing food security in the APEC region will not only bring benefit to the region, but also contribute to global food security. Therefore, based on the comparative advantage of the APEC region, it is important to address the issues of enhancing economic cooperation, building network, developing policy coordination, increasing agriculture production, improving agriculture productivity, tackling environmental issues, and improving trade and distribution. I have strongly felt the importance of women's role in the agriculture sector. I am convinced that the improvement of women's socio-economic status, such as labor, environment, and economic conditions, would greatly contribute to poverty reduction in rural areas and sustainable agriculture production. Therefore, these issues need to be discussed more. With this basic understanding, we would like to have a fruitful discussion in order to eradicate hunger and malnutrition, secure global food security with representatives from the APEC economies. The discussion in this meeting is expected to become an important first step for us to move forward together for the next generation. We would like to open the APEC Japan 2010 Ministerial Meeting on Food Security. Thank you.